MineWatch stands for Mine Waste Transformation through Characterisation. And we have many different types of mine waste. We have waste rock, we have tailings, we have spent heap leach materials. All of these materials are potential hosts of critical metals and critical minerals. Today, working with the State Survey of South Australia and Geoscience Australia themselves, we're here at the Kanmantoo mine. It's a copper mine here in South Australia. We've got two different tailings storage facilities. We're standing on the slightly older one here. In the background there, we actually have the new tailings storage facility, and right now, tailings are actively being pumped into that facility. Before we came to this site with the Geological Survey of South Australia, we undertook a big desktop review. So we looked at their SARIG database. We assessed all of the tailings and mine waste sites that we have in the state and ranked them in terms of their potential to actually host critical metals and minerals. When we come to sites like this, you actually need to understand the variability and the heterogeneity of the materials that sit beneath our feet. So what we do is we have a hand auger, and we basically hand auger into the tailings and start examining the variability of the tailings. If it's a sulfidic tailings dam, they'll start to oxidise, so we can get through an oxide zone into a transition zone into fresh kind of sulfidic material. Once we've laid out all of our samples onto a TARP, we log the samples that we can see. We take observations, we make photographs, we have a look at the grain size, we smell it to see if we can smell sulfides or other things, and we'll decide on what our sampling interval should be. We then bag the samples up, then they'll be making their way to the geochemical lab for the next part of the process. The data that we're producing is actually going to feed into something called the Australian Atlas of Mine Waste, and it contains a lot of information about the tailings and the mine waste features that we have across Australia. Potentially, these are treasure troves for all of the technologies we need for the energy transition. If we can reprocess these materials and pull out additional commodities, we're extracting value from waste. We can reclaim this land, we can repurpose it, start reducing that environmental footprint. We know that a primary mine, to actually sort of bring it into production, can take between 15 to 20 years. But if it's already been mined once, perhaps we can actually bring it into production a bit quicker, maybe more like 5 years if we've got the right technologies. So the work is absolutely foundational in terms of understanding that first level of information that you need to actually start making that business decision towards that reprocessing opportunity.